So as with everything, when you first get it, clean it. Doesn't matter how shiny it looks. Actually, the shinier it is, the more oil it's probably got on it. So we'll give it a clean. I'm just going to take all the junk out of it. Shouldn't say junk, parts. And have a bit of a closer look. I don't think I took the very bottom screen off it, filter out before. Which, if you take the malt pipe out, some pieces everywhere. You can actually lift, whoops, the whole bottom screen out. I'll give you a look down there in a second. Lucky I did. There's a piece of cardboard under there. I wouldn't have known that. Couldn't see it. So what I was talking about was this bottom screen that I didn't take out in the original unboxing. And there you go. It's pretty simple. Outlet pipe, tap, and your thermostat probe. So now I've put it back in. I'm going to throw some water in. So I've got about, I don't know what this is, probably about 7 litres or something like that. 7 or 8 litres, 2 gallons maybe. I'm just going to heat that up a little bit. I don't want it too hot because I want to wash the sides around with my hand in a minute. Probably heat it up to 40 degrees or something, 50 degrees. Just to start with. We'll be back when that happens. So I haven't even unhooked the cord yet. So hang on. There we go. I'm going to plug her in. I haven't plugged this in before, so you're learning with me. First time on. We'll see what happens. And she's off. Hang on. Okay, there we go. 14 degree water. 140 I'm taking is what it's probably set at. We don't want it set to that. So I'll turn it down to me. I want to be able to whack my hand in there. So we'll go down to like 50 or something. That'll do. Now, do I have to do anything to set this? Doesn't look like it. Looks like it should be heating if I turn on the elements. Oh yeah, lights are gone on. That looks like it's as easy as that. And there's the pump switch there, but I'm not going to turn that on because I haven't got anything hooked up to the top there, and I'm assuming that would turn into a fountain. So we're going to try and get this to heat up. And we have, there we go, it's starting to warm up. Oh, that was simple. They've taken away the set button. So it's just press the plus and minus to get your temperature. Turn it on, press plus and minus to get your temperature, and that's it. So what I'm going to use today to clean it is usual sodium bicarbonate, which you've seen me do videos on before. If you haven't, I'll put a link here and you can have a quick look at it. Which is this stuff. Well, that's an old container because I've been buying it through Keg King lately. It's good for just about any cleaning that you've got in the brewery. Your lines, everything. It does sanitize if you use it correctly. You've got to know what you're doing. And I'm going to add a bit of this. Now this here looks scary and you use it for concrete or wallpapering or whatever it is. But it's virtually sugar soap, TSP. And it's a little bit better on oils than sodium bicarbonate is. So it's really good mix. It's like a PBW mix. You know, you might, if you're mixing up a big batch, you might do a quarter of this or 20% or something of this. And 80% of this or 75%, whatever you reckon. I usually just go by spoonfuls, you know. Bang, big spoonful of this and a small spoonful of this, depending on what you're cleaning. But that'll help break down any oils, and this will do what it usually does. Great at cleaning stuff too. So OxyPro, bleach, sodium bicarbonate, 100%. Try and get, or you know, if you have to, use your dye sands, your nappy sands, if you need to. If not, try and get these, the 100% stuff. much better. So we're up to about 35 degrees. I might as well just start putting the stuff in. Sodium bicarbonate. So I'm not going to bother measuring this. I'm just going to do 1, 2 teaspoons, 7 litres. That's probably enough. First clean. There you go, 3 teaspoons. And some of the TSP, or triclinium as they call it, bloody phosphate, whatever it is. One of those in. Can't remember the name, proper name. And give that a stir. Got a sponge, and I'm just going to wipe the sides down good and proper. That will do. The insides are there. Now, what do we got next? That's the bottom screen. The bottom screen, you'll know the difference. One, the top screen's got little handles on it, and that's the one you put the little silicone seal around the edge. And the bottom one has the nut sort of built in with the thread. Now you can wash these separately if you like. Give them a quick rub, or you know, these cleaners are pretty good and they'll probably do the job to it anyway, but there's nothing wrong with being a little bit more eager to clean it. Now I'm going to pick out which one goes in here. It shouldn't be too hard, only one's got the thread. It's the smaller tube. I hope I'm doing this right. I watched a video on it when they first come out, and I've seen a few people brew, but you know, I haven't taken that much 100% notice because I haven't had one. Alright, that's screwed on. And this sits in the bottom of the malt pipe. I might give that a quick rub with the sponge quickly too. Try not to splash on the outside of it. You'll probably do it a bit better than this, but I'm trying to not have to move the video camera. Anyway, you can give that a wipe, or you can let the cleaners do its job. That sits down in there. Then you put the bottom screen in that we just screwed up. Slides down to the bottom. And this is the malt pipe. I'm guessing those springs on the bottom are to make it so it just doesn't slide down, and so it can sit on there wherever you decide, what height you decide to put it. Might be easy to take it out. Does that just go on like that? It does, there you go. I didn't want to force it down while it was inside. And that's so you can slide that up and down and it'll stick at whatever height. It's like a little spring clamp. And to whatever height you need it, depending on how much grain you put in. Cool. Now that goes in. And this would go on top. The grain would go in now normally, but I'm just going to put this in now to give it a clean. You could take the silicone off if you like. In fact, I think I'm going to. Just to make sure it gets cleaned under there. Clean the silicone sit between it. It's not going to go through the mesh and into the pump or anything. And slide the top on. That's about it for that. Except we need this part, which just fits into the side tube there and screws down. There we go. Now you're supposed to cut a bit of silicone tube, and I just happen to have some here. I don't know how much I'm going to need of that, probably about 20 centimetres or so, 30 centimetres, a foot will do if I find a knife. We'll see if I can get scissors to work, or are they going to break the scissors? Nah, that's fine. Well, I might have to shorten this later, or cut a longer piece. Who knows? That simply goes onto there. And we'll be able to run the pump now, hopefully. That doesn't feel very watertight, that. I think I might get squirted. But you can whack the lid on if you like, and put that in there. And put your pipe on. Alright, that's it. Now we'll just run, I'm just going to run the cleaner in this for probably, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. Make sure it gets inside the pump. And that's probably it. I'll tip this out, put some fresh water in, run some fresh water through it, and she should be ready for brew day tomorrow. And we're cooking with gas. So during the mash, that'll work as an overflow pipe. I'll explain that a bit later when we're brewing. Just give it a good, everything a good clean. I'm just going to leave that to go. I'm just going to bump it up for the rest of the clean. Now I don't have to, I'm not going to stick my hand in it. There we go, starts heating. There's a little bit of a delay. Now the elements have come back on, and that should heat up in no time. Also run some through your tap too. Give that a clean. So that's about it for the clean. To be brutally honest, there's no issues at all in using even like a dishwashing detergent or a regular, you know, detergent to clean it, because you're going to rinse it anyway. And make sure you give it a good rinse if you do use something like that. As far as people I hear talk about passivating stainless, and to be honest, that's a bit of a crock. Unless you've machined the stainless or you've done something drastic to it, it's already pacified. The way you pacify stainless when it's like this is air dry it, which is just dry it. It's fine. There's no need to put any chemicals or star sand or anything like that in it. It's just not needed. So that's it. I'll tip this out, rinse it with water, and she's good to go. She really is a no fuss system to get up and going by the looks of it. I thought there might be a little bit more construction or something, but no, it's virtually plug and play, which is a good thing, especially for beginners. We'll see you when I brew in this, hopefully tomorrow. I better weigh up some grain, and I might even crush it tonight to save me doing that. Cheers.